Sorry, just a second. Just want to stop some videos. All right. So I already have my Forex Factory pinned on my browser. Okay, so today is Monday, and if you check from US, we have US bank holiday, and let's check what the bank holiday is all about. Okay, so okay. Um all right, so today is what is it called? Martin's Luther King Jr.'s Day. All right, today is in US. Today is Martin Luther King Jr.'s Day. All right, so there is actually bank holiday in US. But bank holiday is the same thing as public holiday. Hope you know. All right, so when we say bank holiday, we're talking about public holiday. So today is going to be a low volatile day in the US. All right, so the liquidity providers and the major drivers of liquidity rather, which is the bank, is going to be closed for today. So you might not really be expecting some what's it called, massive move for today. But of course, on other news, you probably might see, but for US, you might not really see so much for today. You might not really see so much for today. All right, so that actually makes it that every single thing we're going to be dealing today is going to be basically on someone said introduction, please. Trying to understand the introduction you're talking about. Is it like to say my name or something? Okay, so it's rally trade, so that's basically it. But if you check at the top of the screen, you probably might see my name there. All right. Okay, so for Canadian economy, there is just going to be a medium impact news that's coming up by 4:30 today. And of course, we have an annual meeting also that is coming up, which is the World Economic Forum annual meeting that is coming up, and it's actually going to be a medium impact news too. It's a medium impact news, but I think it's actually going to be there's going to be some volatilities, and it's not just today. It's going to be today and tomorrow. That's the World Economic Forum's news. Their annual meeting is coming out today. All right, and I think there's also going to be another World Economic Forum annual meeting also on Thursday. Apart from Wednesday, I think it's actually all through the week. So we have it on Monday, which is today. We have it tomorrow. We have it on Wednesday. We have on Thursday. Then also we have on Friday. So it's going to be everyday meeting. All right. So of course, you're most likely going to be some news also in that regard. So that being said, let's go to our chart and see what we have for today. And by the way, just our afternoon session is also resumed today. All right, our afternoon live trading session, it's also going to be starting today. So do well to not to miss it. It's the same link, this particular link. That's also what we're going to be using for afternoon. So do well to also join us in the afternoon for live trading session. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Now, starting up with the sorry, just a second. Okay, so starting up with the dollar index. Now, we're actually looking at dollar index to be able to know what the direction of the market is likely going to be today. And remember that we say that anytime there is bank holiday, the probability of the market having a massive volatility might be actually very low. Reason is because bank is actually the major drivers of liquidity. All right, they are the major drivers of volatility. All right, that being said, you most likely going to be experiencing I think those people that are complaining about audio and no visuals, I think is actually from your end. Do well to probably turn off your audio and then on it again, and probably check your screen also for the visual, because the visual is very much on from my own end. Yes, because I have a monitor screen that is actually showing everything we're doing. So, and it's perfectly fine there. So I think it should also be fine from your end. All right. The time for the afternoon news is by 3 o'clock. All right, 3 o'clock is the time for afternoon. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now, looking at this, you discover that there has been a consolidating range around here. Now, this is a verified resistance, and then this is a proven support. All right, so market has not actually been able to break above any of these regions for a while. All right. Starting from today is Monday, Friday, it danced within that range. Then on Thursday, it also danced within that range. On Wednesday last week, it also danced within that range. Tuesday also the same thing, and then Monday. So all through last week, the market was just within that range. It was not able to break above or below that same region. So you can actually say that this particular instrument has actually been consolidating within the verified support and proven resistance for like a week now. All right. So probably it might also repeat the same thing today. Because it's dancing within the range does not mean you should not make some profit from it. All right. It's just telling you that it might not be having so much of a massive breakout. Now, if you use, for those of you that use the Bollinger Bands in trading, for those of you that use Bollinger Bands in trading, I think you should be able to, let's see. All right. Now, if you check, you discover that this Bollinger is actually contrasting. Of course, you know what when a Bollinger is contrasting, you know what it means. Now, it's giving you it's showing you that the probability of a breakout is going to be very, very soon. Now, because the upper Bollinger and the lower Bollinger, they are coming together. All right. But that is not what we're going to be using. We're just going to be sticking to the support and resistance, and then we'll look at how we're going to deal with that. All right. So for today, I'm actually expecting the market to just want to push up a little bit, but from 9 o'clock, I'm expecting it to actually have a little bit of a downward move. All right. So one is 9 o'clock, and of course, 9 o'clock is the opening session of the is an opening session from the Eurozone. All right. So when you have that opening session, I think that the euro most likely is going to gain strength, and that is also going to give let's say a little bit of a lower move for dollar. All right. So that being said, this particular trade, I will expect you to hold on a little bit for it to push up. Then you can follow it with a sell. I'm expecting dollar to have a little bit of a sell this morning. All right. So dollar is going to be having a sell this morning. I know it's currently buying on 1 hour time frame. Yes, it is currently buying on 1 hour time frame, but that does not mean it's going to have a full buy all through the day. No, it should not do that. It should not do that. All right. So look out for a sell on dollar for this morning. The only time you should be expecting maybe a kind of a reversal should be around 2 or 3. But this morning we're going to be going in for a sell for dollar. We'll be going in for a sell for dollar, but don't enter immediately. Hold on for the price to push up a little bit. Then you can actually enter your sell maybe from the high of today, which is 102.188. So I am actually going in for an instant sell a sell, but not from the current market price. I'll be entering it from 102.188. So that is actually where I will be taking in my sell for dollar this morning. All right. Please make sure that this particular trade is closed before 2 p.m. All right, make sure you close this particular trade before 2 p.m. All right, so this is dollar index. This is dollar index. When we're looking at dollar index, we're looking at dollar in comparison with other instruments as an instrument on its own. That is the USD IDX. All right, so I am looking at entering at 102.188, and I'll be taking my profit at 101.951. 101.951. That is actually where I'm looking at for. I already told you the reason why I'm looking at dollar to lose trend this morning because of the bank holiday. But of course, when the US session opens, you're most likely going to be seeing some strength in this particular instrument. So don't enter at the current market price. Enter at 102.188. Then take your profit at 101.951. All right, so that is what we're going to be looking at for this particular instrument for today. All right, so going forward to Eurozone, let's take a look at what's it called? USD, Euro USD. All right, of course, Euro USD currently it's on a weak resistance. Euro USD is on a weak resistance, but of course, I'm expecting it to break above this particular weak resistance. I already told you that I'm expecting dollar to lose some strength this morning. All right, but then I'm still going to be expecting this particular instrument to buy, even though it is currently resting on a weak resistance. All right, so let's use ADS to take a look to see what is actually happening in this particular instrument. All right, using ADX, you could see that number one, the what's it called? 21 period moving average is currently below the price now. All right, so it is going to be serving as a resistance, as a support. All right, this 21 period moving average is going to be serving as a support to this particular market. So in as much as you're seeing it selling now, I am expecting the market not to sell as much as you probably would have thought. All right. So what I'm expecting is that it will get to this 21 period moving average. Then there's going to be a bounce off. There's going to be a rebound on this instrument. All right. And look at the ADX is actually below 20. Yeah, so you're not expected to enter the market at the current market price, but hold on for it to have a rebound before you enter any single trade that you're looking at for. No, the one on dollar index is not a sell stop, is a sell limit. Is a sell limit. Is a sell limit. So this particular trade, like I said, I am not going to be entering at the current price also, but rather than I'm going to be looking out for a breakout above this and below this point. Above this range and below this range. So once is able to break, this is where the market price is what we call a no trade zone. All right. It is a no trade zone. All right. So when you see a no trade zone like this, you're not just expected to just jump into a trade. And a no trade zone is mostly when you see a particular trade on dancing in between a support and a resistance. All right. I'm trying to, something is actually blocking my screen. So I'm really trying to put in some stuff. Okay. I think I've gotten what I wanted. All right. Now this is what I'm looking at for. This particular region is a no trade zone for me. So I'm not going to be entering any trade around here until it goes below my 21 period moving average or goes above the weak resistance. Do you understand? So once this particular instrument is able to go below the 21 period moving average, then enter a sell. Now, you probably might be looking at it and feel like, oh, but then it's giving a good sell signal. Can't I just enter immediately? I will advise you not to do that. Why? Remember that today, the volatility is not going to be very high. The volatility is not going to be very high. So if you want to be on a safe side, always allow a trade to break what's it called, a particular range to give you a very good setup before you enter it. Now, let's take a look at it on 1 hour time frame also and see what we have on 1 hour time frame. Looking at it on 1 hour time frame, you could see exactly what I'm talking about. Do you understand? Now, this is it. It's also resting on 21 period moving average. And of course, there is a resistance right up there. All right. So instead of it to just enter instant sell, allow it to either break below here or then allow it to go up a little bit before you finally follow the direction. Now, where should you consider entering your trade from? If you want to go in for a buy, let your buy be from 1.09709, 1.09709. Then take it all the way to the very proven resistance up there, because I feel that it is going to be what would you call that? Once it's able to break above that particular ranging point, you're going to see a massive buy from this particular instrument. Someone said, so buying and selling is imminent. I don't really get your question. If you could put it in a much more understandable way, I would appreciate. Of course, it's going to buy and then it's going to sell. But then I'm trying to exactly understand what you mean imminent. Like, is it like both of them must buy and then both of them must also sell? Is that what you mean or something? If that is what you mean, that is not what I'm talking about. All right. So as I was saying, now when it's able to break above this particular region, then you are going to be seeing a massive buy, all right? If it's able to break above the high of today is just this particular week of this candle, then we're going to be seeing a further buy on this instrument. But if it's not able to break above it and then comes down to this point, then look out for a sell to the verified support. Do you understand? To the verified support. Remember that I'm going to say it again. The market volatility is not going to be very high, so you are going to trade strictly on technical analysis, all right? Technical analysis. All right, it's basically on technical analysis, and this is Euro USD. This is Euro USD. Okay, now going back to 30 minutes time frame, let's finish up on 30 minutes time frame. I said don't enter instant sell or instant buy on this instrument. Hold on for price to, number one, break below the 21 period moving average. You can actually put in your 21 period moving average on your own chart. You can put in your 21 period moving average, or if you have your ADX, of course, put in your ADX. It will be able to give you exactly what I'm talking about. But your ADX, if you don't have this set up, you might not be getting exactly the same thing. All right. All right. So going forward, if it is able to go above the weak resistance, then go in for a buy. And what should your take profit be? Your take profit should be within what's it called, before the proven resistance. It's actually going to be a very long one, and this should be able to give you up to how many pips? This should be able to give you up to at least 25 pips or thereabout for the buy, and then for the sell, it should also be able to give you up to 25 pips also thereabout. All right, and you can use either 30 minutes time frame or 1 hour time frame. Both of them are very much fine. Both of them will give you exactly the same setup. So 30 minutes time frame or 1 hour time frame will give you a perfect setup. All right. I would have said 15 minutes time frame, but if it was fundamental, then we probably would have been using 15 minutes time frame. But this, I think, is better we use 30 minutes time frame and 1 hour time frame. Okay. So let's go into the next one. All right. Going in for the next one, we're looking at for USD JPY. All right. USD JPY. Now, USD JPY is actually, now remember that we said dollar might not really have a very good volatility for this period. Now, looking at USD JPY for the past week, you could say that there was actually a massive fall. All right. Even if you want to draw your trend lines, it should also be able to give you, all right, it should also be able to give you a very perfect trend line that is also suggesting a further sell on this particular instrument. All right. Now, this is what is going on here is actually what the market did the last time. All right. It got to this point the last time and tried to break above it, but then it had a massive fallout. All right. But then I'm also expecting this particular instrument to also have a further sell on for today. So for USD JPY, in as much as JPY, it's always not a very strong instrument. But for today, I'll be going in for a sell on USD JPY. All right, I'll be going in for a sell on USD JPY. I'm expecting the same thing that happened here to also happen within this region. All right, so I'm going to be giving you can actually go in for an instant sell on USD JPY. I'll be giving you your take profit and a stop loss. All right, I'll be giving you a take profit and a stop loss, and the take profit should be at least should be up to give you up to 40 pips or thereabout, or a little bit of lower than 40 pips. But then the take profit, the stop loss should just be a very short one, so that just in case of anything, you'll be able to still be able to recover from it. All right, so going forward, I am going in for an instant sell on USD JPY. I'll be going in for instant sell on USD JPY because I'm expecting the same thing that happened within this region. That was which day, if I'm not mistaken, that was on Friday. On 30 minutes time frame on Friday, I'm expecting the same thing to happen again this morning. All right. So that being said, I'll be going in for instant sell on USD JPY. My take profit for the sell is going to be at 144.998. 144.998. Can everybody hear me? Please, if you can hear me, just identify that you can hear me. Just want to be sure that we're actually in the same pace. I don't want to. Thank you. At least 2 persons have confirmed that they can hear me. So I think it's not from my end, right? Okay, so let's go again. I say USD JPY, I am going in for an instant sell. I am going in for an instant sell, and my take profit is going to be at 144.998. 144.998, and that should give you up to how many pips take profit? That should give you up to 47 pips. So I think that's actually a very good one. All right, that's a very good one. 47 pips is a good one. But then for the stop loss should be at price 145.739. 145.739, and that, if I'm not mistaken, should just be around 27 pips. So 47 pips to 27 pips, I think your reward ratio is far better than your risk ratio. So that is also a very good one. So instant sell and the take profit should be at 144.998, and the stop loss should be at 145.739. I would appreciate if you can set both of them together. Don't just set one and then leave the other one. When you're setting up the trade, also include both the stop loss and the take profit alike. All right. I think that should have done justice to USD JPY. All right. That should have done justice to USD JPY. So let's take a look at our next instrument and see what we actually are going to be having on it also. Sorry, I think there was a little bit of a switch. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at USD CAD. Let's take a look at USD CAD. Well, I know that we're actually saying that dollar is weak, but then I think Canadian economy is also very, very weak. And we're going to be comparing this particular instrument with gold. All right, we're going to be comparing it with, we're going to be comparing it with oil, pardon me. All right, so if you check oil is currently having a little bit of a good moment. Oil is bouncing off from a particular verified resistance, and I think the probability of it still going up is going to be high. And then also in comparison with USD CAD, I also think that if oil is going to be very much strong this morning, I think I think Canadian economy also should gain a little bit of strength. But for this morning, I am looking at maybe dollar actually gaining more strength than Canadian economy. All right, but let's find out. Let's find out. All right, let's find out. First of all, we're going to be using. Sorry, a lot of things are blocking my screen, and I'm really trying to have trying to have a very good setup for some person's videos are coming up, which as I'm trying to stop it, is restricting my own. And please, once you enter, do well to turn off your video, all right? Do well to turn off your video. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, USD CAD, I'm actually expecting, okay, first of all, let's use IPM indicator for this particular trade. Now, looking at IPM indicator, you could see that this particular instrument had a little bit of a bounce off from here. All right, you could see this. All right, this is a trend line giving you a much more of a bearish market, and you could see that is a bear harami here, bearish engulfing, and then another bear harami somewhere around here. So, do you really think that the market is just going to have what's it called, an unplanned push up? Well, in as much as you have a bullish piercing here, which is a perfect or what's it called, trade that would have given you a further buy, but then I actually see that this particular instrument might not buy as you probably would have proposed. So I think this instrument most likely is going to be having a more of a sell than a buy, in as much as it is buying right now. I don't know if that makes any sense. All right. Now let me say it again. Now on 30 minutes time frame, you could see that the market is actually having more of a what's it called, a buy signal than a sell. It's having more of a sell signal than a buy signal. But then on 1 hour time frame, you could see that the market is having more of a buy signal than a sell signal. So that tells you that on a long run, in a long run, you most likely will be seeing a more of a buy on this particular instrument, which is the trend is a what? Is a buy trend, is an uptrend. Dollar is performing better than Canadian economy in this particular situation. All right. But then when you go to 30 minutes time frame to take a look at it, you will discover that at least within this period, you are seeing more of a sell. From here, you could see that there is a massive fallout on this particular instrument, even though it has not been able to cross a particular pattern. Now, what does it tell you? You could see the more of a consolidating market, and then of course a further sell, in as much as it has not been able to break below here and then break above this point. All right, so let's also try another indicator and see if there is going to be any further. Now on 30 minutes time frame, you will see that this particular ADX has been able to break above our period 20, and the 21 period moving average is also serving as a support to this trade. Now, what do? I might actually want to go in for an instant buy on this particular trade because of this particular rejection and, of course, the continuation. All right. So I am expecting this market to still push up a little bit to this point before any buy, any sell. Now, with that in mind, let's go back to, okay, let's just use this particular indicator. All right. Now I will be going in for instant buy on this trade. All right. I'll be going in for an instant buy. There are two things you're going to be doing. You're going to buy to this point, then follow up with a sell. Now, and what I'm using to enter this trade is my ADX confirmation. All right. My ADX confirmation on this particular trade. So for USD CAD, I am going in for an instant buy on USD CAD, but I'm not staying long for that buy. So the take profit for the buy is going to be at price 1.34077. It's not a very long one. Remember, it's not a very long one. That should just be about 9 or 10 pips. So when you get to the take profit, enter a sell from the take profit point. All right, let me say it again. You can go in for an instant buy on this particular trade. Reason is because ADX has given us a confirmation for the buy, and of course, the price is on 21 period moving average is directly below the price. So that is giving us a little bit of a push up for the price. Okay, so, and I said, if you're entering your trade instantly, your take profit should be at price 1.34077, 1.34077. And once the market takes profit from that take profit point, which is directly below the untested resistance on 30 minutes time frame, enter a sell from there. Now, that actually means that if you don't want to enter instant buy, you can also take a sell limit. You can take a sell limit. Now, someone is asking, what is the difference between a sell limit and a sell stop? A sell stop, you always place the trade below the price. But a sell limit, you have to place the sell above the price so that when it gets to that price, it will start falling with it. Do you understand? When it gets to the price, it will start falling with it. Just for example, you're looking at if you have something, maybe if you want to drop a stone, you have two options to drop the stone. Number one, you can decide to just drop the stone on the ground, or you can decide to throw the stone up, and then the stone, when it gets to a certain level, then it will come back through with the law of gravity. So this one is just applying the law of gravity. All right. It goes up first, then before it starts going down. All right. So that is just what the sell limit is. But the sell stop goes down directly below the price. You set the trade below that price. But for the sell limit, you set the trade above the price. All right, so that's just the difference. Okay, so I said I'm going in for an instant sell, instant buy on this particular trade. All right, my take profit is going to be at price 1.34077, 1.34077, and my take profit, that is my take profit. So when it gets to that take profit, I'll be going in for instant sell from that take profit all the way down, or set a sell limit at the take profit point, which is 1.34077. If you actually entered an instant sale on this particular trade, you should have already been on some profits. But of course, you can also follow it all the way back up. And if you don't have a DX, indicator, I think you might actually need it because it's really going to help out. All right. So let's go to one of my favorite instruments also, which is GBP USD. I don't know why this is not going out. Seriously, why are you not going out? Okay, let's just continue. I really wish I could take this out, but it's not just moving. Please do well to turn off your video. I am really trying to do a lot of things at the same time, all right? Okay, so okay, now this is GBP USD, and it's on 30 minutes time frame. Now, looking at GBP USD, you will discover that GBP is also having is a word on its own. So I'll be going in for a sell on this particular instrument. All right, this particular price formation. Now, take a look at it on IPM to give you a better deal on what the instrument is giving. All right, now this is it. This is IPM indicator. Now you could see that there was a shooting star around here. All right, now this is kind of a sell confirmation. When you see a bullish, what's it called, the market bullish candle, then a bearish kind of a market that looks like a hammer, but it's not a hammer, then a bearish confirmation. So this particular candle is called a shooting star, and of course, it's a kind of a reversal candle also. Then you could also take a look at this one. This is also giving you a kind of a reversal candle that looks like a gravestone doji. Then a confirmation, a bearish confirmation also. So I think this particular instrument is going to be coming all the way down before any further buy. But one thing you should know is that this particular trade is going to be dancing in between the proven resistance and a verified support. So it is not going to break any of this particular region anytime soon. So you're going to be going in for both a buy and a sell within this region. But for today, I'll be going in for a buy. Sorry, a sell, pardon me. It's a sell, actually. I meant to say a sell. I'll be going in for a sell at the current price with my take profit at price 1.27340. 1.27340. That is where my take profit is going to be. 1.27340. That is where my take profit is going to be on this particular instrument. And this should give you about, what's it called? 12 pips what's it called profit. It's not that long, but I think it's a very good profit margin. So 1.27340 is my take profit for GBP USD. And remember, I said we're going in for a sell. GBP USD is a sell for me this morning, and the take profit is 1.27340. 1.27340. So that is where I'm going to be stopping myself for today. All right. And remember that this particular trade, it's always is consolidating. It's dancing between the verified support and the verified resistance. So when it gets there, the probability of it buying is also going to be high. Once the price gets to that point, the probability of it buying still is going to be high. But for this morning, you are going for a sell and enjoy the sell ride. Go for a sell and enjoy the sell ride. So we're just going to take one more currency pairs, then we'll try out other instruments. But for today, yes, I am going in for a sell. This morning, I'm going in for a sell on this particular instrument, following the direction I've already gotten from my IPM. I can see a bearish confirmation, candle changing, and then a shooting star, and of course, what's it called, a gravestone doji forming almost at the same level. So I think I'm going to be going in for a sell on this. If you actually enter the sell on GBP USD, I think you should already be on profit. All right, you should already be on profit. So the take profit is going to be at price 1.27340. 1.27340. That is where my take profit is going to be. And just one more currency pair, then we'll go into other classes of instruments. All right. So coming down to AUD USD. AUD USD, of course, you know that it's going to sell, because for a very long time, you've actually been having a massive sell-off. All right. If you want to compare this one, also take a look at gold. Gold will give you a better option. So for AUD USD, it's a sell all until that verified support. All until the verified support, that is where you should be considering your sell. All right. All right. So for AUD USD, I'm going in for a sell on AUD USD. All right, so let me just go through some of the questions I've just been seeing some funny questions here, and I don't know. It's like a lot of you don't attend the evening classes, and you don't attend some of our strategy sessions. This particular meeting, is basically for those people that want to see the direction of the market for the day. All right, so it's no. Okay. All right, maybe we'll come back to some of the questions that someone is saying. Please, could you help us reduce the spread from rally end? Okay, I'll make sure that your request gets to the appropriate quarters. Okay. He said, please, you said stop selling on USD JPY amounts to what? Oh boy, I really don't get this. Okay. Oof. Okay, let's go ahead. So for AUD USD, I said AUD USD, it's a sell all the way to the verified support. And by the way, this particular instrument, as you're selling, you might actually notice a little bit of a retracement, some retracement that probably might come up. But I actually see this instrument having a more of a drop this morning. I see this particular instrument having more of a drop this morning. So just take a follow. You can follow it up. You can decide to break it into different half. Maybe when I say into different half, like use a smaller what's it called? Smaller time frames. But then if you use 1 hour time frame and 30 minutes time frame, I think it's actually going to be giving you exactly the same response. Now it is heading to that verified support. And that verified support is on both 30 minutes time frame and 1 hour time frame. So this instrument, yes, I'm going in for a further sell. So for AUD USD, I am also going in for a further sell, but I'm going to be giving you a TP and a stop loss on this particular trade. All right. So let me get you the take profit point should be at 0. Okay, let me go back to 30 minutes time frame. I think that would give us a better chance. Yeah. So my take profit point is going to be at 0.66 0.66509, 0.66509. But then the stop loss is going to be just above that particular tone code support, a little bit exactly. So that should give you a better stop. And your risk to reward ratio also should be higher. All right. Your risk to reward ratio should also give, this is about 17 pips to 10 pips. So I think it's cool enough. 17 pips to 10 pips stop loss, I think is good enough. So my take profit is going to be at price 0.66509. 0.66509. That is the take profit point. And then the stop loss is 0.66796. 0.66796. So that is the stop loss for the AUD USD. Let me call it again. The take profit is 0.66509. 0.66509. And then the stop loss is 0.66796. 0.66796. That is our stop loss for this particular instrument. All right. So, and it's an instant sell, instant execution, instant sell. So you can just go in for a sell and then follow the trade all the way. But if you're entering the trade, just like I said, please make sure that you're imputing both the take profits and the stop loss alike. Make sure you're putting both of them. Don't just enter one and then leave the other one. If you're entering the sell, enter the take profit and also enter the stop loss. All right. So that is that for this particular instrument. Now let's quickly go to gold. And remember, I said if you're going to be, what's it called? If I'm going to be selling AUD USD, then I should also be selling gold. Now, you know that what's it called? Australia is also a major market when it comes to gold. All right. Just like Canadian economy is it's majorly what's it called? An oil producing economy that actually oil sponsors most of their trade balances. So the same way this particular instrument, the same thing happens right here. All right. So if I'm going to be taking a sell on AUD USD, I should also be taking a sell on gold. All right. But then for gold this morning, you could say that on 30 minutes time frame, but let's look at it on daily time frame first. On daily time frame, you could see that the market is actually still pushing up. So definitely this particular trade most likely is going to be ending bullish today. All right. All right. So this particular trade, you most likely going to be seeing a bullish run. So I'm expecting this particular market to still push up a little bit, even though you might still see some retracement, but I feel that it's going to push up. All right. But then 4 hours time frame also says something a little bit different from what we're having here. In 4 hour time frame, you could see that this particular trade is on a weak resistance. It's currently resting on a weak resistance, right? Now, also, if you take a look at it on 1 hour time frame, you'll see that okay, it just broke above that particular weak resistance. Sorry. All right, but then there is a verified resistance just up there. Please, if you join us, do well to turn off your video. All right. All right. Now, if you check this point on 1 hour time frame, you could see that the market is also consolidating within this region. So the probability of it also having a little bit of a sell, maybe from here, is going to be high. All right. So let's also go to 30 minutes time frame. Now, I'm showing you all this time frame so that you know what you expect. Now, this particular market, you could see that you have 1, 2. All right. These are this particular 2 bearish what's it called? Candles here. It's giving you a little bit of a sell retracement kind of formation, but this buy you're seeing there, that buy candle is not going to be staying for a very long one. This particular buy might not actually be staying long, so I'm expecting that candle most likely to end bearish. This particular candle that is forming as bullish candle here, I'm not expecting it to be bullish all along. But then let's go to 15 minutes time frame, which is going to be where we'll be ending it. Now look at it here. It's just having a little bit of a retracement, but I'll be more moved to enter a sell on this particular instrument. It will be better for me to go in for a sell on this instrument, but I will not be entering the sell at the current price. So sell gold if price gets to 2050.93. That will be a perfect sell entry. Remember that this particular entry, it's actually from 4 hours time frame to 1 hour time frame to 30 minutes time frame and then to 15 minutes time frame. Almost all of them are giving you more of a sell direction. All right. So for this instrument, because I feel that most likely going to buy a little bit, but then I feel that it's going to be more of a sell. All right. So let's take it at 2050.93. 2050.93. 2050.93. The thing is that if you actually have enough money in your account, I feel you can actually enter instant sale on gold. You'll be able to make some really good money. All right. If you have enough money, enter instant sale. Let your take profit be at the entry position of the sell stop. Now, this is actually the sell stop now. But I'm saying that if you have enough money in your account, you can go in for an instant sale, take your profit at the entry position for the sell stop. But if you don't, it's better you just set up the sell stop. And the sell stop should be at price 2050.93. 2050.93. That should be your entry position. That should be the entry position. And the take profit should be at 2046.56. 2046.56. That should be your entry. That should be your take profit on this particular instrument. That should be your take profit. 2050.93 is the entry and 2046.56 is the take profit. I hope you got that. I hope you got that. Then for the buy, I would appreciate you enter a buy. I'll prefer you enter a buy when the price goes above that particular untested resistance, and let it be at price 2058.82. 2058.82 should be the entry position, and then the take profit should be at 2062.06. 2062.06 should be the take profit. All right, so I'm going to call the prices again for gold. I said that for gold, the entry price for the sell is 2050.93. 2050.93. But I made it clear that if you have enough money, go in for an instant sell, then let your take profit be at the entry position of the sell stop. Then I said the take profit for the sell stop now should be at 2046.56. 2046.56. Then going forward to the buy, I said the buy should be at 2058.82. 2058.82. Then let your take profit be at 2062.06. 2062.06. Okay, so that should be that for this particular instrument. Then let's take a look at oil briefly, then before we go in for any other one. For oil, yes, I will actually be going in for an instant sell on oil. Now, but then before you do that, let's take a look. Let's compare with other instruments first. Let's say for IPM indicator. Now, IPM is actually showing us a very massive bearish drop. All right, but that is just going to be for this morning. All right, now that is actually going to be a very risky trade for those that don't really understand how trading works. All right, you probably might think it's going to be a very risky trade. Yes, but then take a look at it on 30 minutes time frame. You understand what I'm talking about. If you look at this on 30 minutes time frame, you discover that there is a weak resistance here. All right, so the best thing you can do is that you can set up a stop loss above here, but then let your take profit be all the way to this point. Now let's go back to 1 hour time frame and then see what this particular thing is doing. So this might be, so in your own opinion, you can actually go in for a pending order. All right, so I'm going to give you two entries. Number one is the instant execution. Then the second one is going to be a pending order. So for the instant execution, go in for a sell, instant sell, and then take your profit at 78.00. 78.00 is going to be a perfect position to take your profit on oil. All right. 78.00. Then your stop loss can be at 78.73. 78.73. 78.00 is a perfect take profit for this particular trade if you're going in for an instant sell. And then your stop loss should be at 78.73. All right. Then another part of it is that you can actually decide to go in for a pending order, and then your pending order entries can be with any of these other entries. Now, this is it. I will not be going in for a very long one on a sell, on a buy rather. So, but I think here is actually a perfect position for you to take up a sell, a buy stop and a sell stop. Let me repeat what I just said. I said for oil, I am going in for an instant sell at the current market price. All right, I'm going in for an instant sell, and my take profit is 78.00. Then my stop loss should be at 78.73. 78.73. But if you don't want to enter instant execution, no big deal. All right, no big deal. You can enter a pending order using the entry position, using your take profit and your stop loss as your entry positions. And what do I mean by that? So 78.00 can actually serve as your entry position for a sell stop. 78.00 can be your entry position for a sell stop, and 77.47 will be your take profit for the sell stop. 77.47 will be your take profit for the sell stop. Then for the for the buy, 78.73 should be your entry position for the buy, and 79.09 should be your take profit. 78.73 should be your entry position, and 79.09 should be your take profit. 78.73 entry position for the buy, 79.09 should be your take profit. I hope you actually got that perfectly well. All right, so just a few more trades before we actually call it a day. Now, the truth is that for US 30 and US 100, yes, I know that US 30 is actually giving a little bit of a buy momentum, but then I'm going in for an instant sell on US 30 on 15 minutes time frame. All right, I'm so specific on the time frame because I needed to put that also into consideration. I'm going in for an instant sell on 15 minutes time frame on US 30. All right, US 30, I'm going in for an instant sell on 15 minutes. All right, I'm going in for an instant sell on 15 minutes time frame. All right, you probably might look at it on 1 hour time frame and 30 minutes time frame and probably be seeing something else. But on 15 minutes time frame, I am seeing something different. So I'm going in for an instant sell. Anytime you see this kind of formation, the truth is that you're most likely going to be seeing some sell continuation. Anytime you see this kind of formation, it might actually push up a little bit, but you're going to be seeing some more drops. So for US 30, I'm going in for an instant sell. All right. I'm going in for an instant sell on US 30. All right. I'm going in for an instant sell on US 30, and my take profit is 37743. 37743. That's my take profit. 37743 is my take profit for US 30 actually. US 30, 37743 is my take profit. All right. 37743 is my take profit. All right, on US 30. Then I will actually advise apply proper risk management. Of course, you should always be on a checkout for this because of the nature of the instrument. All right. So but for US 30, I'm going in for an instant sell, and my take profit is going to be at 37743. You're going to be seeing a lot of fluctuations on this. I already told you from the beginning that the market most likely is going to be fluctuating today because of course, it's Monday, and of course, bank holiday also. But with this, you should be able to get some really good results. Then also on US 100, US 100 just got to a verified resistance. All right, it got to a verified resistance and it's bouncing down from there. It's bouncing off from that point, even on 1 hour time frame. So with that, the same thing goes to US 100. I'll be going in for a sell also on US 100. I'll be going in for a sell also on US 100 on 15 minutes time frame. And my take profit is going to be at 16978.13. 16978.13. 16978.13. 16978.13. 16978.13. That is my take profit for US 100. That's my take profit for US 100. All right. That is, I said 16978.13. That is my take profit for US 100. All right. That's my take profit for US 100. And I'm using 15 minutes time frame, remember? Okay, so let's just look at D40 briefly. Okay, so for D40, you are also expecting a sell on this particular instrument, and I'm expecting it to still push. Remember that this is on 1 hour time frame. If 1 hour time frame is going to be like that, let's take a look at it on 15 minutes time frame also. All right, so 15 minutes time frame is also having the same kind of volatility. So just imagine 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 15 minutes time frame are giving you exactly the same kind of confirmation. So I think it's going to be a very good to go instrument. So for DA40, I'll be going in for instant sell, and my TP is going to be at 16827.2. 16827.2. So all the indices, yeah, it's apparently that all the indices are actually having a very bearish moment for today. Someone is saying that okay, let me USDJPY instant sell. What's the amount to take profit? Well, I can't tell you the amount to take profit because I don't know the lot size you're using. All right, that's why I prefer to use the PIP values and the take profit point. So I already gave you a take profit point. So any amount it gives you based on the lot size you're using, congratulations to that. All right, so I think that should answer the question. So for US40, I said, sorry, D40, we're going in for a sell on this particular instrument. All right, we're going in for a sell on this particular instrument. So keep your eyes locked on the trade, and then it will be able to give you some very good profit margin from there. And remember that other indices are actually having a very good moment in this particular regard. So you can comfortably look at all the indices and actually take a look at them today. Now, for those people that actually trade on agro-commodities, agro-commodity market is not going to be open today because of bank holiday. All right. So any day that you have US bank holiday, just know that agro-commodities will not be trading. Reason is because they are actually quoted on dollar. So anytime dollar is not opened, most likely it's not going to also be opened. All right. So that is going to be that for today. And remember that by 3 o'clock today, we're going to be meeting also for our live trading session. All right. Where we'll trade together and also see what the market is actually going to be giving us. All right. And remember that I also told you that today market volatility is going to be very slow. All right. It's going to be very slow because it's mostly technical aspect. So try to be very much patient with your trade. Enter some of the trades, enter the ones with the stop losses, enter them. Then the ones with take profit, please enter them also. All right. So I didn't say lot set. I said lot size, LOT, and then size. All right. I think you actually need to attend classes really, because with the questions you're asking, there are a lot of things that you probably don't know. I will advise you contact your account manager and then get some of these things clarified. Don't just enter trade because we're giving out trades. One of the things I will advise you is that enter trade because you actually understand what I'm talking about. It is going to be very much easier and profitable for you, so that even though the trade it's not as at the time is not going as expected, you know exactly what to do. You know when to wait and also know when to ask questions. All right. So I will advise you to contact your account manager. If you don't know who your account manager is, I think you can actually message me privately, please, privately with your email address. I'll find out who your account manager is. But I believe for you to get the link to this class, you should already know who your account manager is. Oh, yeah. So this afternoon by 3 p.m., yes, I would be live also for the live trading session. All right. Of course, since this year we've not actually had it, but we're resuming fully today by 3 p.m. All right. So with that being said, most of the trades, like I said, they are going to be very, very slow. So some of them, of course, might be fast, but the rest of them are going to be very slow because of, number one, today is Monday, and secondly, you're actually going to be having some, of course, bank holiday and the likes are going to be affecting the market also. So with that, be very patient with the trade and allow them to give you exactly what you want. Now, USD CAD has gotten to the take profit for the buy, so you can actually follow the sell from there. Remember what I told you? When it gets to the take profit for buy, follow the sell, right? Yeah, so you can go ahead with the sell. And USD JPY, I told you that it's going to have a further sell on this particular trade. Yes, it is. All right. So don't be in a haste to just rush out because I've been seeing some questions. This one is on this one. This one is on this one. Come on. Come on now. Right? All right. So I also believe that Euro USD also has gotten to the take profit for buy. Sorry, for sell. Remember, I told you that you can go in for a sell on Euro USD. It has gotten to the take profit for sell. All right. So, but then from this particular point also, it's going to be a further sell. Now, remember what I told you, that when it gets to this particular point, which is 1.095, 0.25, it's going to be a further sell direction, right? So for Euro USD, I'm expecting a further sell. Remember what I said? I said if it gets to this point, it's going to be a full buy. And if it gets here, it's going to be a full sell. So from here now, it has gotten to this point, and 21 period moving average is already above the price. So yeah, a sell is very much envisaged. And dollar index has gotten to this, I think, what was the entry position again? All right. But okay, or was it this is a stop loss on this particular trade or something? Or did I tell you that when it gets here, okay, I think the same thing I said on dollar index, when it gets on Euro USD, when it gets here, you're most likely going to be seeing a further direction. All right. So for this particular instrument, or expect it to get to these verified resistance before any other thing. But in that case, exercise patience for all your trades to really hit some take profit. Don't be in a haste to rush out of any of your trades. All right. I didn't do US 2000 this morning, but in the afternoon, we'll take our time to look at US 2000. All right. Okay, so that is going to be that for today. And thank you everybody for always joining in. I said for DE40, the take profit is 16827.2, 16827.2. It's already had a massive push down. I believe you, I just wish you actually entered the trade, but it's not over yet. It's still going to fall. So if you didn't close it as at that time, don't panic. It's still going to come all the way down. All right, so that was going to be all for today. And good to have you all back. And my name is Chikezie Clement. See you in the afternoon by 3 p.m. where we look at some other instruments live. Thank you, everybody, and see you by 3 p.m.